Also, Lonzo has made the Lakers better. I'm gonna read some stats. Shout out to the homies from Unique Sports. We're partnering up with them now. We're gonna be giving you stats from them every week. I send them some questions. We all do. We send them questions for stats that we want, and basically the homie looks it up and sends it to us. So I got some interesting stats about Lonzo Ball with the Lakers and also Lonzo Ball with LeBron James. So basically, according to this stat, the Lakers make 286.6 passes per game with Lonzo Ball. They make 266 passes per game without Lonzo Ball. It says that the Lakers make 3.1 passes per possession with Lonzo Ball, and they make 2.4 passes per possession without him. So as you can see, like already that's affecting it. Lonzo without LeBron was averaging 12.6 points per game, 6.4 rebounds, 7.8 assists, 1.5 steals, 0.5 blocks, 2.3 turnovers per game, shooting 42.5% from the field and 37.3% from the three-point range, with a defensive rating of 108.6, and the Lakers were 5-7, and his net rating was a -2. LeBron without Lonzo is averaging 24.6 points per game, 10.4 rebounds per game, 10.4 assists per game, 1.9 steals per game, 0.4 blocks, 3.9 turnovers. He's shooting 49.6% from the field goal range, 34% from the three-point range, with a defensive rating of 119.6. Trash, 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 trash. Every time I'm watching this man, LeBron James, he is looking like a statue out there. He's been doing it all year. He's been lackluster all year. Like I said, LeBron came to LA to retire, and this is bullshit because this is not what Lakers fans root for. We did not create King Watch for you to come out here and for you to do this. Like I'm telling you, if the Lakers miss the playoffs, LeBron is no longer worth the value that we thought LeBron was worth. But also, hold on, wait a minute, 1 second. They're 3-4. I'm sorry, with LeBron without Lonzo, and LeBron's net rating is -18 without Lonzo Ball this season.
I mean, yeah, but who else has been hurt during this process?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You see the possessions in terms of how much the ball is moving, how many passes more are going around the game. Like he's just making everything better.
Lonzo is clearly the second best player on their team,
and they just want to get rid of him.
Clearly,
I think he's the MVP of this team. Honestly, I don't think he's the best player on the team, but he's the most valuable player on this team, which is the suckiest part because right as he was coming into rhythm, so that stupid foul happens, he gets hurt, and then LeBron comes back, but now Lonzo has to come back and get back in rhythm when Lonzo was just starting to hit that peak.
So they were in 8th seed before when LeBron came back. Now they're in 10th seed. I put it on Twitter, on Facebook, they wasn't going to make the playoffs this year.
I disagree with that. I think that they would have stayed healthy. That
wouldn't matter.
Nah, I think that you would have seen some.
I think that some of the slumps
wouldn't have happened. But I don't. But
I still think it's not too late to fire Luke. I don't think that they want to play for Luke Walton.
Right,
yes, you can, because even when you see the huddles, LeBron is talking to fucking Brian Shaw. He's not talking to Luke Walton. Fire the man and see if you can at least. You don't have to implement a new system. It is Luke's fault. They don't pay attention to him. They left the man. They literally left the man in the arena. They took off on the bus without the head coach. You think they leaving Pat Riley in? You think they leaving Pat Riley in fucking wherever they was at? Where was they at? Where they play the game at yesterday? In New Orleans? You think they leaving Pat Riley in the Smoothie King Center? Hell no. Fuck out of here. Get this man out of here. I'd rather Brian Shaw out there stuttering and shit than fucking having Luke Walton out there getting left at the Smoothie King Center, man. This is ridiculous.
You know what Luke Walton's only mistake as a coach is? He believes in small forwards versus Lonzo Ball. That's his only mistake.
I agree.
And
I agree.
He runs a lineup with Lance Stevenson, Rajon Rondo, and Grayson Chandler.
But who else? Like, look at the team.
What?
That's why you don't trade away Zubac. That's why you don't trade away Zubac. I call him Zubac. Shout out Zubac. I hope he come back, and I hope the Clippers. I hope he become an all-star for the Clippers, and he ruin y'all legacy.
Time we play.
I hope he does.
But look,
40 and 40 on him.
You brought in Mike Muscala to basically space the floor, right? He's a big man who can like shoot a little bit. But he's spraying his ankle immediately.
Who was shooting 30-some% from the three?
But at least if you see Mike Muscala get the ball, you have to think about getting a hand.
That was a narrative that LeBron needs shooters when that never was the case. LeBron teams don't need shooters. LeBron and Kyrie like the floor space.
They need shooters.
LeBron by himself with shooters, you not going nowhere.
Yeah, fair.
So, but the point I'm saying back to that, you was just making a good point. But Luke's only mistake is Magic. I think I figured out Magic. They believe in Lonzo Ball for rightfully so. Everything about him says he's going to win.
Yeah.
Luke Walton believes in Brandon Ingram, and that's his mistake. Now, Brandon Ingram is a fantastic player. That's not about that, but that is not the leader of your team.
I agree.
Throughout the history of the NBA, small forwards that lead teams have always had the hardest time to be successful. So
yeah, Kevin Durant's one successful without Steph Curry,
and at that point, that's Steph Curry's team.
Mike without Scotty. Period.
Yeah.
I mean, Scotty without Mike.
I mean, Scotty without Mike.
Yeah.
I mean,
but
they did win 56 games, and they
Come
almost
on,
got to the
man.
finals.
Scotty's not winning championships without Michael Jordan. Stop it. It didn't happen.
I feel you. But
okay, was Scottie Pippen a superstar to you?
I don't even know what that word means anymore. I mean, he sold shoes.
He did sell shoes.
Anybody got shoes is a superstar, right?
He did sell
I'm
shoes.
talking about on the court. I'm not talking about selling shoes.
I'm talking about like on the court play. Do you think Scotty was a superstar? Because I think he was.
No.
8-time All-Star, sure. You win 8 All-Star games. I guess you win 8 All-Star games. You got to be something.
I mean, you don't have to be a superstar.
But then again, it's like systems of success. You know what I'm saying? Systems of success.
I agree.
With LeBron James, you need the Lakers. Listen, Magic is great at selling tickets, just like with the Dodgers. I'll be honest, he's my favorite player, probably top 5 favorite human beings in the world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Shout out to Magic.
Building a winner and building what sells tickets is two different journeys.
Yeah.
Like with the Dodgers selling tickets. Winning championships is different. Grabbing LeBron James was the best.
To be fair to the Dodgers, to be fair to the Dodgers, man.
I'm not knocking them. Building a winner and building contenders and building ticket sellers is different. LeBron James is a ticket seller.
Yeah, but my thing is this, like, I think if LeBron James comes to the Lakers and you don't make the playoffs, it's a catastrophic failure.
Not
they're
really.
going to miss out on. They're missing out on tens of millions of dollars of playoff.
I feel that, but
tens of millions of dollars of merch. I'm sure Nike had a special playoff edition Lakers jersey ready. Sure. That shit is not going to be put into use. They're going to be holding that till next year.
I keep saying this. They never was going to make it.
I disagree with that. I thought they would have been fine if everybody didn't get hurt.
They was going to never be fine. They actually literally were 20-14 in the weakest part of the schedule. That's not good. Like, you have to excel at these points. Being 6
But who was hurt though? Who was hurt during that time period?
I'm saying people are going to be hurt on teams.
But that's a lot. I mean, yes, but it's been a lot of injuries this year.
And a lot of bad coaching.
That's not.
And a lot of bad coaching. I don't want to say
Luke.
Yeah,
a lot of terrible
coaching.
I think Luke's only mistake is
coach.
his relationship with Lonzo, and that's what's killing him. That's what's going to get him out of town. But the reality is this. They were never going to make the playoffs. It was just going to be closer. Right now, the Lakers are most likely going to finish an 11th seed. People don't know that. Yeah. They're not thinking that. People thinking that, they're going to make a run.
Minnesota's like right on their ass.
Yeah.
Okay, this is why Luke Walton is a bad coach. I'm looking at, shout out to Unique Sports again. This is the Lakers, quote-unquote, small ball net rating, right? This is the lineup. LeBron James, Kuzma, Lance Stevenson, Lonzo Ball, Josh Hart. They have like 31, and they're technically a 9.7 in terms of negative rating. LeBron James, Lonzo Ball, Kuzma, KCP, and Hart in 25 minutes are a negative 10.8, per game. LeBron James, Lonzo Ball, Hart, Brandon Ingram, Kuzma together in 17 minutes are a plus 7.5.
But how many times has he been able to even put that lineup on the court? Lonzo been hurt, Hart been hurt, everybody been hurt. LeBron been hurt for 5 weeks. Like it's like, what do you want him to do?
I think we haven't.
I mean, no, but I'm looking at all of these lineups, and they're all in the negative except for that one lineup. Even the next lineup, it's LeBron James, Rondo, Hart, Brandon.
How many times have you got to run it? Rondo been hurt half the year. Braun been hurt half the year. Lonzo been hurt half the year. Hart knee been fucked up. Like, what you want? JaVale had pneumonia for like 6 weeks. What you want them to do?
That's not why they're losing games.
I think it's a big part of it.
They're getting out coached.
This is the thing, right? Because you still, once again, I'm only going to say this. I agree with you.
It's not too late, man.
His lineups are based off of what's available as well. So, and then you got this new lineup, and it's based off availability. But I also, like I said, I agree with him simply that I think his relationship with Zoe, his mistake is not believing in Lonzo Ball. That's huge. Like,
I agree.
That's going to kill you.
I agree. I mean, for me, just when I look, okay, so my thing when I'm building teams, right, I usually never want to build a team around a player that's under 6'4". If you look at like the last,
history. Steph Curry's the only player.
The only one, and that's because he shoots incredibly.
It's not just, he's the god.
It's not just, and we keep writing him off, he's this great shooter. He's not, he's past that. He's literally the most dangerous offensive player in the history of basketball since Michael Jordan. There's nobody.
Hell, I told you, Kobe not efficient. Kobe not efficient.
I mean, but
Kobe got to jack him up.
I mean,
efficiently.
I mean, yes, but okay.
His bad shots, like Kobe took bad shots. Steph Curry doesn't have a bad shot.
I mean, he has no.
We've never
No.
He took
Steph takes horrible shots.
Show me those percentages on those shots you call horrible, and then we can talk.
But that don't mean that they not bad shots.
Just because they pulling up from 35, you like Trae Young pulling up from the logo.
No, I don't. I fucking hate it. I literally hate it. When he pull up from the logo, I legit don't like it.
If he can hit it, it's not a bad shot.
I still don't like it.
If he can hit it, it's not a bad shot.
It's different. What he's doing is impossible. Like I'm telling you, it's like Michael Jordan from another kind of place. It's scary for you. Got to think perimeter players. You know what I mean? Like you got to go 3, 4s, and 5s to usually find guys that shoot 50%.
Yeah,
that's not normal.
That's not normal.
Volume.
Yeah.
I mean, Steve Nash, Mark Price, a couple of those guys. But a guy that's averaging 30 shooting 50% from the perimeter, that's Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
that's why I'm saying he's the first player we ever seen in our life you have to guard at half court. You literally have to guard him
at half court.
That's literally scary.
Because he can pull up.
So, but that's the only guy under 6'6"
that I would Steph, and really he's probably. But again, that's an anomaly. It's a proof. But again, that's an anomaly, and I even think that he
he runs into problems when he gets to the final. Let's get deeper into
it. Because
the players get taller.
Players get taller. You can like put a bigger guy on them, double him, get the ball out of his hands, rough him up a little bit.
LeBron, to me, don't get enough credit for the job he did against him in the finals. He guarded him. No. Prime LeBron.
Okay.
Prime LeBron is
what? 2015.
Yeah, Twilight. His Twilight. That was his Twilight.
2016.
I mean, that was his swan song.
I mean,
the swan song was beating Boston. We wasn't supposed to beat Boston that year. We wasn't supposed to beat Boston. LeBron just had his when they had no business being in Game 7. They had no business even being in Game 7. If you can make these games, some of these great players, you give them a chance. One game, LeBron can win a game, bro. It was no way he should have been in Game 7.
I agree.
So, you start talking about that, but I agree with you. The players get taller, 6'6", but LeBron's problem with the Lakers is, like he's saying, Luke Walton, he makes, and I agree, because you're right, he hasn't had the same lineup.
You haven't heard me argue against the health of the team. You heard me argue about the decisions he's making when he has the pieces that he has.
Real quick.
He'll sit people down for 6 minutes long, and then the other team make a 10-0 run, and then he's like, let me take him off the bench. What the fuck?
Look how many minutes. This is what's scary, and this is why I say I figured it out. Look at his faith in small forwards. See, that's a mistake. This NBA betting on small forwards is a fucking mistake.
Here's my thing, right?
It's always been.
So real quick, real quick. But the reason why
look at the minutes Ingram plays. Look at the minutes LeBron is playing. Look at the minutes the small forwards
even like Kuzma, because to me Kuzma is.
But Kuzma playing. Look at the minutes the small forwards are playing.
But real quick, just back to my Lonzo point. Like, look, I think that I tweeted this out and caught hell for it. To me, I think that Lonzo is the perfect model of like what you want to build a point guard around. He's 6'6".
Yeah,
he's probably going to end up being like about 215 pounds. Yeah. He's a mismatch. He's usually the fastest player on the court. Yeah. He's usually the best playmaker on the court. And again, not granted, he needs to learn how to finish better and like stuff like that.
Jason
but
Kidd
exactly, it'll come.
Okay.
It'll come. To me,
the minutes real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's LeBron James is playing 35.1 minutes per game.
16-year player with 18 years worth of minutes.
Brandon Ingram is playing 33.4 minutes per game. Kuzma's playing 32.8 minutes per game. Lonzo was playing 30.3 minutes a game. Rondo 27.7. Hart 26.3, KCP 23.8, JaVale 21.5, Tyson 17.1, Lance 15.8. Zubac was only playing 15.6 minutes per game, and Skeeb was playing 10, and Beasley was basically.
And
10.
Me, I love Ingram, but I think that Ingram is like a Lamar Odom. I want Ingram coming off my bench.
I don't want Ingram at.
Are you fucking kidding me?
What?
I said that at the top of the season.
Gee.
We gon' slide, yeah, we gon' chill. She said she loves me, I'm her threat. She riding with me, she siding with me. I